Crocodile. It is considered one of the fiercest reptiles belonging to the crocodile family. It is a carnivorous creature, has the strongest bite ever measured in the world. It can put 5,000 pounds of meat in its mouth at once. However, its jaw is not strong enough. And yet, scientists think it's more affectionate than we believe. But it's not friendly at all. Scientists even found out that it could smile, and then his tapered, conical teeth would appear. It can also cry and scream if it feels sad, with no falsehood or deceit in its tears, as it is known for. It is scientifically called Crocodilus acutus, or the crocodile. Crocodile life cycle. The crocodile is the largest reptile that belongs to the reptile rank. It is an amphibian, which resembles lizards in its appearance. It is believed to be descended from the dinosaurs family, as scientists discovered the evolution that took place over 245 million years, while it managed to survive for 65 million years without becoming extinct, unlike dinosaurs. Crocodile reproduction. The life cycle of crocodiles begins with male-female mating. This happens after the adult male makes sounds called roaring. This is followed by the release of some chemical signals secreted by glands in the lower jaw. These are signs of males flirting with females. Then, the muscles of the crocodile emerge, raise its head and tail high, and its wings fly high to spray water in the air. All these movements and changes come from the crocodile in the mating season. This causes many changes for females and males. In the body appearance and the ability to speak, and even the ability to touch develops. Mating occurs by meeting the tails of crocodiles, specifically in an area called the cloaca. Then, the females become pregnant, and their journey of motherhood begins. Crocodile eggs. Their ability to lay eggs and take care of their young varies, as the incubation of crocodile eggs takes 55 to 100 days. At normal rates, the female can lay between 12 to 48 eggs, while the weight of the eggs ranges from 50 to 169 grams. Females build a nest for their eggs to deposit in a suitable environment before their development is complete. Scientifically, the sex of females and males is determined by the temperature of the environment surrounded by straw. Female crocodiles are born at a low temperature. If the egg is kept at a cold temperature during the incubation period, it becomes female, while if crocodile eggs continue at medium temperature, the males come out. If the crocodile eggs nest in an area with a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius, the eggs hatch for both sexes. During the life cycle of crocodile eggs in the nest, the mother stays next to him for fear of predators. After 2 to 3 months of laying eggs in the nest, the eggs hatch and young crocodiles come out, and the young scream in a squeak sound. The mother shares with them that stage in which they see the ray of light. She removes the straw from them as she opens her white tongue for her young to come out. Here appears the role of male crocodiles in helping the young during hatching and providing care for them. After the young come out of the eggs, they remain close to their nest, where they originally belong, for a period that may extend to a year. Then, they disperse each other in his path. Home of crocodiles. Crocodiles head to water swamps, lakes, and rivers, where fresh or brackish water is found in crocodile environments such as Africa, the Americas, Australia, and Asia. Each type of crocodile has its preferred habitat. The American alligator heads to the seas, while the South American alligator prefers life in rocky rivers. The dwarf crocodile lives in West Africa, specifically in rivers and forest areas, so the crocodile has physical features that make it able to adapt to its environment. Crocodile description. It appears as an elongated body that crawls through the forests and floats above the water. Male crocodiles reach a size of 17 feet and weigh an average of 1,200 pounds once they reach adulthood, and female crocodiles range from 76 kilograms to 100 kilograms and have a length of up to 3 meters. While studies revealed development in the size of crocodiles, they measured 23 feet in length and weighed 2,200 pounds, which is considered a common occurrence. Dark green covers his body, and at other times, he may appear in yellow, striped with black. Crocodile tail. It is a creeping tail formed from the back of the muscles. Its speed is 22 miles per hour, so it could go into the water with his whole body and even his head. Crocodile nose. What makes us imagine the perfect nose shape? He has an external nose, which stands out in the form of approximate bulges with a long passage inside. closed by the internal and external bones of the nose. There are corridors linking the outer nostrils to the inner openings, while a membrane protrudes in front of the crocodile's rib cage that prevents water from entering the nose, even while the crocodile opens its mouth. Crocodile eye. The crocodile has two distinct eyes, where it checks the percentage of incoming light. There is a thin membrane on the eye that protects the eyeball underwater. Crocodile ears. As for the crocodile's ears, it has a membrane that protects it as well. It is also considered one of the most important senses that it has. This is due to its ability to protect it from being hunted. It also helps it identify its prey with high skill. Crocodile teeth. The crocodile has many characteristics that make it a brilliant meat-eating reptile. It has curved, conical teeth in the jaw, which is not strong because it does not have strong muscles, but it is very sensitive in terms of shape and composition. The crocodile especially has between 60 and 70 teeth. It is believed to have over 2,000 teeth that grow over its lifetime. They live between 50 to 75 years and may reach 100 years if they live for a period in captivity within reserves and national parks, captive reserves. The average lifespan of the Chinese alligator is 50 years, unlike the American wild alligator, which ranges in age from 30 to 50 years. Crocodile age. Its lifespan is affected by the surrounding environment, in addition to several factors including food, diseases, or accidents that may be exposed to. Scientists have found that crocodiles do not age biologically. They continue to grow throughout their life, and they have been scientifically famous as being biologically immortal, like vertebrates and turtles, for example. Rugby fish do not age, nor do fluff. Crocodile respiratory system. Crocodiles have a strong respiratory system, which allows them to breathe under the surface of water or shallow water for a quarter of an hour with no need to inhale air, as it depends on deep inhalation to obtain enough quantities of oxygen so that they do not need to get out of the water during this period, which makes them better able to adapt to the environment, or hide that makes them able to take a little nap. Crocodiles are considered cold-blooded, especially opening their mouth to release temperature to look like gasping. But it is one of the mechanisms that make them gain heat, as well as reduce water loss. What is remarkable here is its mouth use in the sweating process, or to cool down the high temperature of the body. Scientists also found that crocodile skin plays a role in absorbing temperature, as well as keeping it in the body. This happens while lying under the sunlight to raise its temperature. If it wants to cool its body, it depends on one of the two solutions, the first of which is that it opens its mouth or goes out far from the sun to a place where shade spreads all parts to enjoy the coolness of its body. Crocodile legs. The crocodile has very short legs, yet it is considered a source of its strength while moving, swimming, and crawling through the woods. While its short legs protrude 5 toes from the front feet, and the back foot has 4 toes with exposed claws that help it lift itself while walking on the ground, with a semi-automatic movement where it stands on its legs spread under its body. Then, it raises it completely with half of its tail while the other half crawls on the ground. It also highlights the role of the crocodile's feet while moving in shallow water. It can walk over long distances of several kilometers, with an estimated distance of 2 to 4 kilometers per hour. Crocodile speed. Despite its large body, it has a high speed. It can run at a speed of 11 miles per hour, at a rate of 17 kilometers per hour, and its speed continues for 100 meters. Then, it resembles a horse in running, where it raises the front part of its body while its limbs extend forward, as well as its back limbs help it in movement. What does a crocodile eat? It is known that the crocodile is a carnivorous reptile, usually feeding on mammals, like birds and fish, in addition to fruits. The Journal of Zoology also published in its new studies that the crocodile lives in the wild and feeds on insects, fish, frogs, lizards, and crustaceans. It also eats small mammals, turtles, and snakes. However, small crocodiles eat multiple times. That is repeated from 1 to 3 times, with an estimated 5% of their weight being eaten as they feed on insects and amphibians, as well as small fish. The crocodile's food varies. In captivity, they feed on reptiles and mice, while in the wild, they depend on crustaceans, frogs, and deer. Perhaps one of the strangest and astonishing facts about crocodiles is their sleep and the tears they shed. So, what is its truth? How long do crocodiles sleep? Crocodiles sleep with one eye, and this is its most prominent characteristic. The other eye remains awake and does not fall asleep. The period of sleep lasts for at least 17 hours. Not only is the crocodile sleeping strange, but also crocodile tears. It extends to its tears. It has the ability to cry in case it feels sad. This is what some imagine. However, the scientific facts revealed that crocodiles have tear-producing glands. Had a scientific reason that scientists pointed out is that it depends on the amount of air that crocodiles swallow by opening their mouths, which affects the lacrimal gland and sheds tears. Crocodile species. There are 14 species of crocodiles, vary in length, weight, and sometimes colors. The smallest of them is the dwarf crocodile, which is 1.5 meters long. The longest of them is the saltwater crocodile, which reaches 7 meters long. There are many types of crocodiles found in different parts of the earth and in different continents of the world where they are native. There is the American alligator that lives in the wet areas of the southeastern states. It appears in various states. Crocodiles crawl in Arizona and Florida. The Chinese alligator is endemic to the Yangtze River Valley in China. Are crocodiles dangerous? Scientists point to the scarcity of crocodile attacks on humans, so its risk indicators are declining. Studies also confirm that crocodiles are not attracted to humans because they do not seem like delicious food. However, it is attracted to movement and may threaten the life of anyone who breaks into his private space. The Florida International Museum, famous for its animal studies, indicated that an average of 4% of Florida residents were attacked as a result of overtaking crocodile lands and habitat. Although it appears during the day at limited times, it has become active at night as well, after it was only active during the day. Crocodile attack. Studies indicate repeated crocodile attacks on humans in areas where they share, with an estimated 1,000 people killed per year. These attacks are attributed to the Nile crocodile and the saltwater crocodile, while the first type is found in sub-Saharan Africa, while the second type attacks in South Asia, Australia, and Guinea. It also does not stop at these two species, but extends to the Hungarian crocodile, which kills large numbers of people in India. In a new discovery, researchers from the University of Iowa have found a new type of crocodile in East Africa dating back to 18 million years, named giant dwarf crocodile in the Anatomical Record Journal. The reason for its name is due to its similarity in features to dwarf crocodiles. Are crocodiles endangered? Crocodiles were included on the endangered species list in 1973, specifically the two types, the Philippine and Chinese crocodile, after it was exposed to several practices that affected their presence in their natural environment. Most notably, the 19th century of crocodile poaching in the United States of America for its multiple uses in the leather industry, in addition to benefiting from eating their meat, and the encroachments on their presence areas in the lakes and seas as the loss of its citizens make it face the most distressing destiny of the environment, that is, the extinction. Despite the crocodile's steadfastness over millions of years, and became the oldest among reptiles, with the increasing encroachments on crocodiles, the crocodile's endangered species rose to 7 species instead of 2. In 2022, 7 species of crocodiles became endangered. They are Philippine, Chinese, Siamese, Orinoco, slender-snouted, and Cuban crocodiles. Species at risk have also been identified: American alligator, dwarf, mugger, tomstoma, and 12 types of crocodiles are classified as less dangerous. This made scientists to pay attention to the need to provide habitats for crocodiles to live in wetlands, in addition to securing places to hide, as it needs vegetation that makes it safe from predators. Especially looking for vegetation cover that makes them able to nest and lay their eggs in it, as females nest in areas covered with plants and under which floodwaters run, or places with sandy banks. Crocodiles also suffer from a high mortality rate among their young, as they lose about 90% of their eggs. Extinction solutions. Studies have identified several solutions that endangered crocodile species need to stay safe, such as the establishment of national parks for crocodiles that allow each of the Siamese, Philippine, and Orinoco species to live in their environment, in addition to stopping the crocodile's frequent hunting attacks in reserves and parks, as the violation of crocodiles occur without respecting the laws. The studies also pointed to the necessity of educating the population in the wild areas inhabited by crocodiles on how to deal with them without provoking their anger, so as not to harm them. The crocodile is a carnivorous reptile, but it became a hearty meal for hunters, and its leather is a raw material for industries. It controls its temperature and has deadly teeth. However, it swallows food without chewing, as it diagonally moves its jaw, which does not help it to grind food. And then, it swallows stones after eating its prey, which in turn allows it to digest food. One of the strange pieces of information about the crawling crocodile is that it never grows old, but it dies immediately if it loses its wet environment inhabited by humans and they kill it or kill them. Does the crocodile life safe in salty seas and rivers?